Hello, Empowering You community. Happy back to school. Today, I want to talk about something that seems to be plaguing everyone at this time, and it's how to kind of live our lives through the noise in our life, right? Through your noise and my noise and everybody's noise. And wow, this is a noisy time in our lives and in our world, most noisy ever. And we are more Hmm. I use this term lightly. They say we are more connected than ever, although I tend to truly disagree. We're connected through the web and technology, but I feel as though we are deeply disconnected from self. And when we're deeply disconnected from self, in a lot of ways, in many ways, we are not able to really connect with others. So a lot of the work that I do is in helping you guys and helping all of us, me as well, because I'm a work in progress for sure. Connect with ourselves and find ways of doing that and being brave enough to do that. So lately, I'm talking about this today because I've had people over the weekend just reach out to me about this very thing. People at this time I have experienced are going through some major upheaval in their lives. Their anxiety is at an all time high, their depression is at an all time high. They are in the middle of their lives and they're questioning things, right? Views are shifting within people. And I believe this is all a bigger plan. I believe this is a divine plan, and we all have an opportunity to work through all of this and to move forward and to understand that we can create amazing lives. But today, I want to talk about one thing, and that is when we make a decision and we're struggling with the decision to be made. And I would say to you, there are three things that I'll say. I guess I didn't really plan this talk, but there are three things that I'll say. Number one is we have to make time to be with ourselves, away from distraction, from TV and computers and people in our lives and radio. We need to sit quietly and we need to we need to reestablish connection, or we need to make space for establishing a connection. Then the second thing that we need to do is get clear about how things make us feel. The truth and the way we get out of anxiety and depression in our lives is to know how we feel, because then the decisions are a lot easier to make. Because how we feel is really the only thing that matters. I don't mean that in a selfish way, as in, oh, just think about yourself. What I'm saying is we can be better for everybody else when we are clear on how we feel about things and how we feel about the outcomes of things. So that's the second thing I would say. So when we sit quietly with ourselves, then we can get connected to those feelings. And in those moments, I ask you to ask yourself, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? And I will tell you, I know what it's like to have things circling around our heads, trying to get our attention. And then finally, 10 hours later, we might be like, oh my God, this has been on my mind all day and I'm just realizing it. Sit down and really think it out so you can kind of let it all go. So it won't be circling around your head for the next 10, 20 hours. So that's the second thing I would say. And then thirdly, be brave enough. Start thinking about being brave enough to make decisions for you and honor yourself and your feeling. So, and that's a big step for a lot of us, right? Because we show up here, but we have generations before us, right? And all that generation stuff is downloaded into us, and it makes our lives noisy. Forget about technology. That alone, our parents and our grandparents and our aunts and our uncles and our brothers and our sisters and our kids and our spouses, that alone makes life very noisy and can create a lot of anxiety. And I'm sorry if you hear vacuuming. Um, so those are the three things that I'm going to leave you with today. Over the next few weeks, we're going to talk about other ways to break free from this noise, because this noise is what creates our daily existence. So we can do this one step at a time, but the most important part of this is really you. It's reconnecting with you, understanding how you feel, and then taking a chance to be brave enough and to be confident enough to say, you know what, no, this isn't working for me. Or, oh, you know what, I have to say no, I'm really sorry. There's so many ways that we need to learn to value ourselves and honor ourselves. So everybody have a great week. I will talk to you soon, and take care. Thanks.